Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. The Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Liberty Flames offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
The give to the single back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Newton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So UTSA's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. To the ground, he's got it again. And the ball slipped out. A defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
To throw, it's Newton. Quick completion on the out route. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Offense gets set for second down. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Flames trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Fullback's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 7, and they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Ingram. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll run play action. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block it.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown!
Touchdown. UT.
His abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Handoff to the fullback. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweep. Gain.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. A little release to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Alexis. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Sullivan. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field. Easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. He's going to pass. He finds his man.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Finds his big tight end. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Snags it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've already squandered a comfortable chance to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Liberty takes... sending the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third.
Reels it in down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Flames. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
UTSA 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now on 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half a football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more.
Your Liberty
Down at the 24. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. With the catch, it's Rios. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass, it's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps away. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Flames will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Roadrunners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Back to pass, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Jumped on top of the pile. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to.
The receiver
Anyway, it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, the running back has it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man, it's Brooks. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They want that clock to run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Big fullback's got it. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Running with the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. To the air, it's Ingram. Unloads to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They're going to throw it again. And they got him for the sack. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
The give to the big fullback. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been a